Okay. Woo. We good, we live, we here, how we looking.
We are. Well, it says on air, so I'm
I mean, it
due.
says on air. Are we? Yes, we are. We are there now. There we go. Okay, I see my face. I see your
See,
face.
I told you.
Hello, everybody. Hello, chat. How we been? Happy Pride. I am fresh from Pride March. uh, but ooh wee. Okay. First of all, hello, welcome to RD3 Plays, the show where we basically just play whatever TTRPG system is down in our fancy at the moment. This time around, we're playing StarCrossed. So think Forbidden Love Stories, think like Will They Won't Days, all that juicy romance shit. Now, I also got a special guest with me. She has come on stream before, come on to stream before, and yet again graces us with her presence in another last ditch effort to find players. Sam, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm
Feeling
feeling
good.
perfectly warm. Sure, it's hot.
Perfectly warm.
How was QC Pride
Greasy Fight was
before we
like,
start?
like definitely an improvement off of last year. Look, last year I got drenched in the rain, and I didn't even get to like make out with anyone for it. You know, um,
A travesty.
truly. This time around though, like I actually had fun. Went with my girlfriend. Like, it was a really wide space, like a lot of grass and everything. I want like next year if ever they have it again, like with Dilemma, and I want to like just like have a picnic there. Um, that's it's just
Diliman's great. I love
yeah,
Diliman.
it's great. It's great. It's great. Yeah. So
But
fun
I'm
thing.
glad. Apparently, everybody got soaked.
Last year everyone was soaked. I specifically got very soaked. This year I think everyone's fine. I don't know what happened after I left, but very excited to go again next
Wow.
year. Already thinking of like um
Yeah.
going next year. Uh but yeah. So like you feel like a woman kisser
Yeah.
today?
Listen, I'm gay, but I could never.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh,
It's too much walking. I'm a cat. I don't want to
that's
get
so
wet
fair. I
unless it's
mean,
in
like
the
I went to the
pool.
march. I didn't say that
Bye.
I marched, but it
That's
was it
I
was.
was look at you, Roja. Just waving people off with my handkerchief. Bye guys. Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you on the other side. Took a grab. Yeah, that's how I would do it. I prefer the tiny like little celebrations. But anyway,
Okay.
we're here to
Anyway,
play.
now we're
I'm here
gonna
to make it
play
gay.
a fun little gay game. Isn't that nice? Before we get started though, we gotta get a little bit of word out. This episode of RD3 is brought to you by Noctis, your favorite destination for dark, nerdy, and nostalgic streetwear. Whether you're repping your favorite TTRPG class, channeling some cryptid core energy, or just love a good graphic tee, Noctis has you covered. Designed for weirdos, gamers, and night owls alike, check them out on Instagram and Facebook at Noctis Clothing Ltd. And upgrade your adventuring wardrobe today. Get ready, adventurers! The biggest game and board expo is headed to Osaka in 2026. We are going to Osaka in 2026. RD3 is proud to be an official media partner for this massive celebration of tabletop games, board games, and everything in between. From exclusive game demos and creator panels to indie showcases and collectible drops, BGBE Osaka 2026 is shaping up to be the event for gamers across Asia and beyond. So we're going to be there to cover all the action, so make sure you follow us for updates, behind the scenes content, and your all access pass to the biggest tabletop gathering in the region. Mark your calendars, pack your dice. We'll see you in Osaka. We're going to Osaka! We have to say that every time. It's really fun. We're so happy to be going to that. But yes. Anywho.
That's so much fun. Japan. That's so wild. Osaka's a really great place too.
I have never been to Osaka, so I'm so very excited. The
It's
weeb in
nice.
me
It's like
is
Tokyo, but a little more quiet.
oh, that's so fun because I oh god, loud places sometimes my brain just explodes, but like quiet places they're nice and comfy. And oh god, the weeb in me is screaming. But anywho, so first of all, let's get back to our game. We're playing a game of StarCrossed, and we each brought a character of our own to bring in a fun little like high fantasy setting. Magic is outlawed and such in our quite little kingdom ruled by a Queen Avalon Denil, who is my character. Bit more of a headstrong, let's just say it, bit more of a headstrong bitch. Will do what needs to be done to stay in her position, as well as, well, you know, perhaps do what needs to be done to protect the people that need protecting or that she wants to have close in her life. Not that everyone really knows that. She's a little bit more closed off on that front. But that would be who I'm playing today. Sam, what'd you tell me about your character, actually?
Okay. Well, my character is her name is Morgana Matisse. She is a lady in waiting, but before she became a lady, oof, I think.
That's not good. That's not
Oh
good.
no. I think Gigi's gone. It might just be me. Okay, so I did have confirmation that Gigi's internet just sort of dipped a little bit. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. We won't panic. I don't have any access to the stream right now, actually, now that I think about it. So let me just open that up in case.
I'm like, oh, it's reconnected. And I was like, ah, fuck. Okay, no, I got magicked away. Oh, that's so great. Uh,
Genuinely, I was so afraid because like I've never been left on a stream before. I was like, oh no,
I'm so sorry
Gigi,
about
come
that.
back.
I am so sorry about that. Also, chat isn't popping
It's
up
okay.
correctly.
I realized that I don't actually have it open. I should probably have it open somewhere else just in case. So just give me a minute. I got this. I got this.
Right. Okay.
Activate. Nice. Let me
Considering I'm
just
the one who
mute this so we
DC'd
don't have.
later, like, did everything die? Everyone get to hear that? Sorry.
Let me just put this up on the stand so I can watch. Okay. All right. Are we good or?
Okay. We should be good. But yes, okay. Hoo-wee! Let's get back our bearings here. Okay, now that we've both introduced our characters here, let's go over StarCrossed. Quick thing for the audience. The way StarCrossed works is after, of course, things like character creation. We go through different scenes. It's a quick prompt that we go through and discuss. Like it's like basically like all roleplay, bar this one little neat thing where you can pull on a Jenga tower. If the Jenga tower falls, and like whoa, there's gonna be a big confession of love from whoever made it fall, at least. That said, of course, we are in a digital setting. We are just doing everything digitally. But yes, there is that. Now we've gotten everything out of the way. Scene one is an introduction. Here's a neat thing. Let's talk about it, Sam. So, I, as the lead, is going to be starting the scene later. You are going to be the one who ends it later, as the follow. These are the two separate kinds of characters that can be in the game for like everyone in the chat to know. But yes, for the scene one, we are doing an introduction. I think with the whole "you're the lady in waiting" thing, I think we established that in the scene. You're not quite lady in waiting yet. You're peasant still, no?
Oh yes, I did tell him.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're a peasant in this entire like kingdom where your kind or people with your abilities are not exactly seen as well good people. You are made to be like monsters, witches, the way that they call. It's not very pretty. And given your disposition as a peasant, well, it having someone actually there to get you out of that may be nice. Fortunately for you, Queen Avalon the No recognizes your talents, and we can start the scene soon. So, character.
Oh,
Wow.
but wait.
Yes.
Sorry. Aren't we supposed to pull a block before we start?
That's
Or
right. We're
is
supposed to
that
pull
later?
blocks before we start. How many times did like Ravi say we should? Let's see. Two, like
Okay.
what? Two times
So
each.
it's just one for each of us,
One
I
for
think.
each of us.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we pull a block before we start. Pray to God that we don't accidentally just pull, like end this game
If we
literally
do,
like
we
10
can
minutes in.
reset the tower. It's fine. Nobody can tell.
No, but no,
Now that
like
we can see the screen.
like our integrity. Okay, I'm gonna pull a block.
Okay.
Okay, you should pulling a block now.
Okay. Now I'm gonna pull a block.
They're both
All
in the same
right.
column. That's a little scary, but okay. Okay.
It is a bit, yeah.
Okay. Like if this were an actual Jenga tower, that would be leaning slightly there.
That
Even
would be
you know.
such a bad move. It'd be going like that. It'll be
Yeah.
done in like two
We're starting
turns.
off strong. Okay. So the queen has called for summons, but in a more anonymous setting. Though normally, Queen Avalon would be seen in like those fabulous dresses and like full makeup, big poofy skirts. Here, she's a little bit more active as a queen. This like instead of a servant, she comes out as herself in a small alleyway. A dark alleyway that she simply brings a torch to, waiting for someone to come with, equipped with a dagger in her boot. Though you may not know that. She is expecting to meet one Morgan Matisse in this alley. He's watching on a wrist pocket watch. What? On a wristwatch pocket. Wait. Pocket watch. Why did I say that? I forgot what a pocket watch was. I'm so smart. I'm so
It was
competent.
on her wrist.
It's on her
attached to
wrist,
her
and it's
wrist.
a pocket watch. We are so innovative in this time period. Um,
She doesn't have pockets, so it has to be
no,
on
she
her
has pockets
wrist.
here.
It's
She has
attached to
pockets
a
here. She's not in her
chain.
usual dresses. She's in peasant clothing.
Oh, okay.
She's in peasant clothing, but like she's not exactly. She still doesn't exactly look peasant-like, though dirty to an extent. There's this fiery red hair that's escaping like her hood, and these like piercing green eyes, focused like emeralds, straight ahead, waiting for whatever awaits her in this alley. She's watching the time, seeing whether the sorceress that she called upon will arrive and how that would go. You want to come in here?
Yeah. I think she comes in from above. So there's a bit of a rafter up there. Not necessarily a rafter, maybe a sort of a piece of long wood connecting the two buildings that she's in the alleyway of. Possibly to hang clothes. Maybe it's just a gangplank. Most likely, it's probably just a plank for street urchins to sort of be able to hop roofs. And I think that's how she knows this. That's how Morgana knows about this specific entrance to this alleyway because she herself is a quote unquote urchin. Though her mama told her never to do such things. Don't run around with the riffraff, but of course she never listens. So she's very aware and she's very she's feeling a little haughty, a little cocky. Oh, you're coming into my turf? You're coming into my turf with your little peasant cosplay. Like we can like you she can tell, like somebody from the streets, she can tell that as much as you are, dressed in something simple, you are still very much it still reeks of some sort of craftsmanship that is rather expensive. Just a little downplayed, but she can tell. It doesn't have any holes in it, doesn't have any tears and rips and dirt. So that's sort of what gives it away. Whereas her clothes were very worn, very almost threadbare. The cloak that she's wearing is sort of like one of those like three-fourths cloaks that don't actually cover the rest of her. But you get the impression that that cloak was originally not supposed to be three-fourths, but it's just sort of like the threadbareness. It's been ripped up. She's also wearing the significantly like some clothes of hers are baggy because she definitely these are hand-me-downs essentially. And she's just very it's very obvious when you look at her that she is a peasant. And she's in the rafters and she has a hood up because she needs to protect her gigantic there's like she has a gigantic braid that almost goes down to that is almost dragging on the ground. And you'll later see why. And she
Oh,
goes and she peers over this queen and she goes, "You're very brave to enter a place where you are clearly out of your depth."
and you and your kind clearly love the dramatic, don't you? Can't simply walk out here like a normal person.
"I don't like the ground. You're walking on it."
Oh, God. Of all of the people I could have gotten, I really had to get to you. Well, either way, look. And, like, she extends, like, her arms out. No guards, no weapons. I'm simply here by myself as a show of sincerity to you. I don't suppose you know of any kind of honor?
Honor, perhaps not. We're not afforded that. Dignity, though, I have. And I'm risking it by speaking to you.
I could give you more than dignity if you just simply listen to my terms. But if we're going to waste time like this, I am starting to think maybe I should just leave. This is getting very wasteful of my
Just like,
time.
I'm just. Hmm. You're gonna leave. You're the one who called me here, and you're gonna leave. Okay. I think she calls your bluff. She's like, "Yeah, all right. You don't want me? That's fine." Oh no.
I came here as a simple
Oops.
woman with one simple request. And this is the treatment. You realize I could have guards
Sorry.
called on you by tomorrow. We're able to find you for a reason.
Hmm.
There's a reason I'm able to contact you. kill me here, sure, but you already live with a target on your back. You said it yourself, you're risking yourself just talking to me. Why don't we play civil for a moment?
And I think Morgana, not that she, yeah, I think this definitely corners her a little bit. And because of that, she definitely wants to, she's feeling a little impulsive. And, but not necessarily, like, not impulsive that it'll be big, but definitely impulsive enough to be like, okay, you want to talk? Fine. Oh, hello. My dog just came through. Excuse me. No, 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 no. There,
Dog!
underneath.
There is, like, the
She's
only
like,
witness
it's
in
like
this
there's
alleyway
something
for
blocking.
these two talking is a simple dog, like, a nice little stray. It's watching from the sidelines,
No,
just like
she
head
was like,
tilt.
I can't get past this wire that's blocking the entrance. Yeah, okay, underneath. Walk underneath. I think she takes this very long, like sort of braid, and she lassos it around the little gangplank that she's standing on, and that's how she almost sort of rappels down. And as she rappels down, there's a sort of like shine to her hair. Like her hair is like jet black, but there's sort of like strands of silver and gold. But you at first you think, oh, she's prematurely going gray. But it's sort of like in a moment as she's using it to rappel down, and you realize this hair is far stronger and far more, let's say, versatile than normal hair. The hair sort of glows a little bit, and then it sort of fades as she reaches the ground, and she tugs on her braid, and then she sort of like wraps it around her like some sort of scarf. She goes, "Okay, fine then. You wanted me. I'm here. What do you want?"
Very simple. In exchange for protection from the law, better yet, get to join my court. You need to deal with one of these aching pains in my sides. A very annoying little duchess. Canis, please. Deal with it silently. Perhaps have them fall by unknowable reasons. Disease, curses, who knows? The thing about you and you sorcerers is that you can actually get things done very efficiently, but leaving a nice little trail. Do that, and perhaps I can keep you around.
So, the queen of this here kingdom, the head of the Hydra that wraps all of my kind up in all these coils and all these bodies and squeezes the life out of us, is asking for my help, magical help. How very naughty. Why should I, apart from bodily harm to myself, join you?
You know how the people look at your kind, right? They think you are monsters. They are afraid. Though, of course, the law is written in blood. That was not written by me, it was written by man. For years upon years, people have cowered to your kind and they demand their own justice. For me, personally, I don't see the point in it. But even as queen, there are so many hurdles to change. Councils, dukes, duchess, paperwork. It can't all be done in one day. And if ever I do start this, everything crumbles. The small bit of peace that we have here would start its brittle erosion. Do you know the things people will do out of fear?
I do. After all, I know what happens to the people like me. I have seen it happen.
I cannot promise that the way things go in this kingdom will change. I have power, but even with the crown heavy as it is on my head, it is all but an illusion. And I think you already know that. Don't you?
So you are asking me to risk myself for a cause we're not even sure we're going to win.
I'm saying I can save you. At the very least.
Just me? A little too late, don't you think?
Oh, you're quite the pushy one about that. Can't imagine how many people you've lost. I don't suppose giving an apology would change things. At the very least, you can start there.
Certainly not.
It will take time, but we'll have to see what we can do. The thing is, I'm granting you access to my court. You yourself would have power to do things. Borrowed from me, but power nonetheless. If you would like to incite change, perhaps you can go for that. You should be careful, though.
But that doesn't answer that one question. Sorry.
No. Okay, no, go on. No, I can see you're interrupting this.
I've like you didn't answer my question. Why me? You don't need a mage to enact change. You don't need the last mage to enact change. Anybody with a heart would have stopped you, could stop you. So why me?
I know about you a little bit. I know your place among the community. I know what you fight for. Any other sorcerer may have just killed me. Stayed angry. Start war, perhaps. Rightfully so. Too much blood had already been spilled. But you're smart. I feel it. I sense it. The fact that you're asking me all of these beautiful little questions means you can see the big picture. I've been watching you. And I think you do it.
I definitely think Morgana's like, shit, she got me. Like, ah, fuck. She's like she's trying to like play hard to get because she is very angry. She did lose a lot of people, but she's like, shit, okay. But like, she's definitely gonna be like, fine, on one condition.
Let's hear it.
You're gonna pay me. I gotta get that money. Mm, cash.
You ask for something so very simple. Of course. I will pay.
Well, if you know me as well as you say you do, I'm a very simple girl.
Simple but effective.
And if this fails, and you're right, you are correct, I will join you. I want to. It's too late now for the people I've lost, but perhaps not for the people I protect. That's fine. Fine. I will offer myself up to you on a silver platter. But you do have to pay me. And in the end, if this goes wrong, if the people I love are in any way endangered, I guarantee you, I will kill you.
Miss Matisse, I knew I was getting into that when I already entered this alley. I know exactly what risks there are. Didn't stop me. So, do we have a deal? And reaches out her hand for a shake.
It's the first time they Oh no.
We good? We good, fam?
I'm trying to see like what sort of show of power she can have. Because her power is definitely in her hair. I think that's kind of like the moment she shows who she is, like where it's coming from. Like some sort of tendrils of hair sort of escape from her long braid as she reaches out to you. And as she grasps your hand, the braid encases both our hands together. And it's sort of like the strands of like silver and gold that are in between sort of flash.
Oh.
And it's like, it's both a show of power, but also like a show of vulnerability. Because it's like, oh, now there's no like sliver of a doubt that I am a mage, that I am a sorcerer, because my hair is doing this really wild
You had
thing,
like plausible
and I
deniability
just sort of
before.
grasp her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just sort of like grasp it and I go, okay. So, what position do you want me to? What position are you offering me? And then that ends the scene.
Yes, bitch. Also, we touched each other. We're pulling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This
That's
was
why I was
definitely
like panicking. I was like,
like you knew, like I was like ah. Okay. I mean that's
I was
definitely
I was
intentionally
so
touching. Like,
yeah.
would you say that
Okay,
was
so like, what do I
unintentionally?
have to?
Okay, you can like pull a block.
I don't know, cause like I feel like that's an intentional thing because like I'm touching you, like we are sealing this deal. I am now sort of intertwining. Oops, sorry.
That is fair. Okay.
Oops, sorry. My
I
mom,
mean, if you
my mom
want,
just
if
said,
you want, there is a once per game you can touch me. If you want to use
yeah,
that
I
now.
know. Does that mean like I'm sorry? I'm sort of mixing up like intentional touching and the sort of condition.
Uh huh.
So when do we pull? So when do we pull from the tower?
I didn't want to like say in between that I'm pulling because it's such a good scene, but also I mean when it happens we talk about it and then we pull, you know. So
Okay, all right. So do
like
you think do you think they would like we should now?
oh I mean
I
I'm
feel like
definitely
it's just the
pulling. I'm definitely
intro.
pulling. It's a matter of whether you think like your
Okay.
character unintentionally touched. Like, here's the thing, regarding the mechanics, we can do things like, you know, we can do all the role play stuff and everything, but it's up to you when you want to tick the thing. You know, if you want to say that this is your character intentionally touching the lead, then you can tick that box.
Mm.
You can also like, you know, or actually wait, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do executive things here. I'm gonna say like, wait, if you think you did it, or if you think you wanna take that, you can take it when you want to, or when we have determined that like you should slash you can. This is very like, I hate how in my brain there's like this meta thing, like this is very early on for a once per game thing. Um, and I do
Yeah.
feel like
I think I definitely do think like when we look at it like intentionally and unintentionally, intentionally feels more like romantically charged. So they're not there yet as a relationship.
intentionally, I think it's just
This
just like,
definitely is.
I intend to touch you, I touch you. I think, or that's my motive is to get this deal off and handshake. This is that. But in terms of like
Oh
the
yeah, okay.
unintentionally, um, I mean, we can argue that it is unintentionally in some way where it's like, um, or I don't know, or actually, I might take that back. Actually, this is me just wanting to see
No,
blocks pulled.
me also. Wait, I'm sorry, somebody keeps calling. Anyway, yeah, no, tama. But I do think na for you it's definitely
Yeah, for
intentional.
me,
So I definitely I
before we
think
continue this, I'm gonna poll right now. Okay, I'm gonna poll.
okay. Go.
Okay, it's all
Oh
on
my
that
god.
side of the.
If this were a real life Jenga tower, as you said, this would be listing to the side.
Like just slightly to the side. Chat, there are
Yeah.
like,
No, but this is good. This is good.
yeah, this is.
We're good. We're good. We're not, it's not bad yet. It's not critical yet.
Like, here's the thing, like, you can keep touching, quote unquote, but in terms of mechanically, you can only
Mm-mm.
mechanically you can only do it like, you can only tick the box once or per how many times did you see it. But in game role play stuff, you can do it however many times you want. Like, I'd say it's either we don't tick anything at all, or you tick the intentional box, and then you're free to like touch intentionally if you want throughout the game. You know, it's not
Mm.
stopping you. It's just that you can't pull from it anymore after doing that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for like both of us. All right. I gotcha.
Like,
I gotcha.
yeah,
All right.
because we each have a thing where we
Mm-mm.
can, yeah. This is a once per game for you and your character.
Yeah. So, yeah. Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
do you want to tick it? Do you want to
All
pull?
right. So I don't think I'll take that. I think since you offered, I'm reciprocating it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's kind of like in the
All right.
middle.
So I think yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of like if you're the one who's offering it to me, then I'm not gonna take the thing.
Mm.
It has to be. I feel like if it's my intentional, I have to be the one who um establishes it, or like what's that word? The opposite of reciprocal. That is not rejection. I have to be the next.
I I don't
I'm blanking.
know. I don't know.
Basta ganon.
Reciprocal. That just went to math brain for me, and even then, I don't know. Anyway, okay,
Okay, just like I didn't establish it, so it's not gonna be me.
okay, okay.
So okay, good.
That's fair. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Um,
Thank you.
in that case, like, let's go on to the next scene. We now have 3 blocks gone. Oh wow. Scene
Terrifying.
2 is a little embarrassment. Something embarrassing.
Hmm.
Something embarrassing. So, ooh. If anything, especially now that you're coming in as lady in waiting, finding the queen in a compromising position in some way, shape, or form. Especially as someone as dignified, right, as Avalon.
Well, if you are offering me the position of lady in waiting and I am a servant, it is quite embarrassing to see you in a like I'm here with your back, your majesty,
Yeah,
and it's
like,
just
like
like
we can say that, like, this is like the first time you know, that this is happening. Like you have since officially become my lady in waiting. Um, like this is the first like this is like possibly even your first day on duty, right? And
Oh
then
boy. Or would
running
it
the
be like
bath.
would it be like really or would it be really funny if it was like it's already a time jump and we're kind of used to this now, but like you do something or I do something specifically embarrassing in that moment simply because we know each other so much now that you doing this is just slightly weird.
What if? Hear me out. Hear me
Yeah.
out.
Mm,
What
okay.
if prank?
I like that. I like that.
What
Okay,
kind of?
you said it. I'll go with whatever you do.
But in my head, it's
You
like,
are the lead after all.
yeah, that's true. But in my head, it's like you pranking me. But then again,
Oh, I can see that. I
so
can
it's like,
definitely
what
see
do you think
that.
it would be?
Like, she definitely is like,
Like,
I do think it definitely must be like fall away. Oh no, she would use her magic. She would definitely use her
well, you'd
magic.
have to actually tell me what kind of magic
She'd,
you would do. Like, what kind of magic you have to what extent?
I
You
think
don't
she
have to.
would, because like in my head, what does Morgana as an urchin, like what is the thing that would make her laugh? Probably flatulence.
In a meeting with
Prob-
like city councils and shit, like, oh,
Hmm.
oh, I can even imagine it. Like in a meeting with,
Oh,
it's in a meeting with like a bunch of officials, right? But it's also
probably,
regarding the fate
probably,
of the
yeah.
sorcerers and whatnot. Like in a way, so it's embarrassing and
Yeah.
also in
And
like,
like, why are you doing this now? It's because I'm petty and you're not listening to me. You offered me this position and I'm trying to help you, but you don't listen to me. Okay. You don't want to listen to me? Fine. Flatulence be upon you.
that's
Tummy troubles.
that's
Your
awesome.
Majesty, you. I definitely see that
I
being
see
like
it. I
a
see it.
thing.
I see it.
I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you. You're the one who leads.
Yes, yes,
Surprise
yes.
me. Surprise me.
Okay. Surprising. Even after we've already put flatulence on board. Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I just say how this
no,
starts.
I'm
You
on the
you tell
like
me when you wanna come in with the big fart joke. Okay.
it's either that or a really bad smell, but either way, it's gonna
Skunk
be
smell type
it's funny. It
situation.
would be fun.
If not literal skunk.
Probably, yeah. And like all of her are just like, what I we can't clearly tell the queen that she stinks, but she stinks.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get going.
Sige go.
So, say right now we're in the castle. I need to give a name to this place. I hate calling it just the kingdom. Hmm.
Mm, I
Let's
don't know. You name it.
let's
It's
call
your
it.
kingdom.
God damn it! I hate how in my brain I like giving names meaning, but I also need time to think of names. Let's call it. Oh, my girlfriend's gonna hate me. Let's call it NS.
An S?
If you want to say Ines,
Is that Ines?
parang nakakainis.
Nice. Yeah.
Ines.
Sakit sa ulo, gana.
Sakit sa ulo.
I mean, yeah, it's probably a pain in both their
It's
backs.
a pain in both their backs. It's a pain in both their backs. Okay, so
Okay.
I thought even more. Wait, no, I found a way to escalate this. You're gonna love it. So I found a way to escalate this more. There's a royal ball.
Oh no!
Ah!
Oh no! Oh no! Even I'm like, I'm I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. I'm like, Morgan,
Girl,
don't,
I
oh my
have
God,
to.
don't do it. Don't do it. I'm sitting here going, don't do it, babe. Don't do it. She's gonna do it, but like, don't do it. Don't be
Oh
a bitch.
no. It's a
Okay.
royal ball. Some of the most
So is this like
influential
after a time jump or like
after a time jump. Um, let's
okay?
see.
So they're
More
comfortable with each other now. All
yes,
right.
Morgan Matisse has since become lady in waiting, and it has been 4 months now. This is the first ball that she will be in charge of slash attending. Not really attending. I mean, if anything, she's there as one of the staff for sure. Um, some of the most influential people are in this crowd. There are slight whispers. There's slight whispers about a job months back, um, about this one big like duke just dying over a small plague, um, but a very concentrated one. It was a weird set of circumstances, um, but otherwise things are going pretty much smoothly. Uh, there in this party are a bunch of well, it's a mixed bag really. Um, People on the side of economy, like big merchants and everything. For example, some folks are actual lawmakers, politicians, shit like that. Trying to garner even more, uh, connections and support from everyone else. It's in situations like these where all those fun, shady dealings really get set in. But yes. Uh, oh no. Oh no.
Let's not jump
um,
into it. Let's have them talk it out of it. Let's establish why Morgana is being a little bitch.
we can talk about it. We can talk about it in a hot second,
Yeah.
okay? But either way,
Okay.
right now, um, Queen Avalon is addressing the entire crowd, like, um, like taps a wine glass. Oh no, she wouldn't do that because she's queen. She wouldn't need to do that. Someone would announce that she is coming in and is about to address everyone in this party. Um, welcome, all of the most prominent people in the kingdom of Venice. Each of you have been welcomed here in my castle to connect, to discuss for our yearly ball, one where we each gather, celebrate the glory of our kingdom, the growth, the beautiful evolution from where we once were as simple folk, the smallest possible village, to now this bustling society. Of course, we could not do it without any single one of you gone. You who maintain order and peace in our society. You who grace the masses with your gifts. You who build the foundation of our kingdom. We toast to you and your efforts. And raises the glass. Everyone alongside would probably raise as well in toast. And does that quick little sip before once again addressing. Enjoy the ball. Hope you find a good dance. And starts to kind of leave the sort of throne
Balcony.
area. Balcony. Let's say
Uh,
balcony.
mm, okay.
like turns around, like starts to exit. It's a little bit of a hassle with like the long ass train.
the, the long last train. I'm there. I'm gathering up the train. Like this just offers me position. I'm now her servant. So that's not why she's mad. She definitely sort of like brings it up and then sort of takes there and
Oh,
goes,
by this point it's
"Did I
already
have to
happened,
be here?"
or like
I know, like
not yet.
she's exiting, and then I am like behind her and taking the train out.
Just like doing maid
I'm
shit.
like, I'm the singular. I'm just the singular
Yeah,
lady
you
in
are the
waiting.
one woman show on like the
Yeah,
staff
the
side
one
of things,
woman.
attending to the
Usually, like a
queen.
queen would have, yeah, would have six, seven. I'm just the one, and I planned this shit. I made sure that,
She
and like,
planned
it's
this
just, it's
shit.
like,
Like she's like organized everyone. Cause waiting and waiting, you're like you're like top tier on like not just as a servant but also like top tier servants, right? Like I would say, like
yeah. So, like, yeah. So I organize this shit. I'm like gathering this train. I'm in like a really nice gown, but like not with a train, obviously, because I clearly have to like deal with this. But it's also very funny to see this like really pretty, like this pretty girl with a really nice like gown, not necessarily rivaling the queen, but definitely like, oh, she's important, picking the train up after the queen. Well, I guess like, I guess for Morgana that's like, it's a little embarrassing, but it's not like, it's not like she's a noble woman that's been put in this spot.
yeah.
She is a street urchin. She has had odd jobs like this.
Mm.
So she knows, it looks weird and off-putting to everybody else. But definitely to her, it's like, I'm not embarrassed, but this is like, I just hate you. Like, oh, you're gonna make me into your lapdog? Well, do it, but I'm definitely gonna complain the whole time. So I think maybe they disappear
Yeah, they
behind
disappear
some
behind
sort of
like like kind of behind curtains and shit.
like
Like there's some sort
curtain.
of quarters,
Yeah.
private area where like the
Mm,
balcony would go. Like that's like been like cordoned off just for like the queen and everything. Um,
yeah. And it's just the two of them.
I'm about to make you feel really bad about the fart joke
Is
I'm
it
gonna
just the
make
two of
later.
them? I hope so.
It is just the two of them, yes. You're about to feel
Okay.
really bad
So
about the fart
as
joke
the
you're about to
curtains
give me.
close.
Oh no, as the curtains
What?
close.
Sorry?
No, go on. No, 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 finish the thought, finish it, finish it, finish, go.
Okay, all right. Okay. So as the curtains close, like Morgana just sort of like outside she was sort of like smiling, but you can definitely see that there's a strain and like I can't believe she's making me do this. I'm so tired. And you can see like the eye bags
I can
underneath.
imagine how tired she was, like,
Since-
just managing this, like, doing lady in waiting
yeah,
stuff in general. And on top of that, you have to, like,
yeah,
deal with the actual
do
queen
this.
on the day.
Yeah. And I just sort of, and like as we reach in, but she's definitely annoyed by one singular thing. And she just sort of like drops the train and she just goes, okay, before we do anything else, I do have a bone to pick with you, and it's the fucking Duke. Like, what is the Duke Ravensor doing here? I told you, he's like the worst of the worst. I told you he's not in the list. Why is he here?
I'm not quite sure if. Well, I'm pretty sure he barged his way in here. Classic. Oh, do you know who I
Oh,
am?
really?
Like,
What? Do you know who I am? You're a freaking queen. You can kick him out.
no, well, in front of everybody. It's going to start a stir. You know
In
how
front
that
of
goes.
everyone. Yeah, in front of everyone. He sucks. He's an awful person. Like, Gon is all like the snark from the beginning, and they've known each other for some time now. Now they're arguing like an old married couple. Like,
Ah, they're already at this
you
point.
know,
Jeez.
she's like the worst. They're at this point already where they've worked together. It's a lot of late nights. It's a lot of here. I made you breakfast. I ate half of it because you need to lose weight, like something like that. Like just every jab to like sort of get in underneath their skin, but it's like At some point,
Like
it is
in
now coming from
retaliation,
a
it's always,
place of I admire you very much and I love
oh fuck. There's always an like in retaliation thing where it's like, oh, like you ate half my breakfast. Okay, go scrub the toilet. Oh shit.
Exactly. It's like that.
Going back. Okay.
That's so wild. But like now she's like, you're the queen. Last I checked, a queen outranks a duke. You mean I can't kick him out in front of all these people? Pretty sure I know who they'll side with.
Well, they'll be forced to side with me, of course. But well, uh, look, a lot of his financial backing, unfortunately, goes into the work with the construction. The plaza that's being built outside still needs to be finished, and then we can deal with him kicking off your way. But for now, well, again, we do what must be done.
For now.
Oh, believe me, I don't like
I
it
don't
either.
understand.
I don't like
What,
it either. I
we
don't
didn't
like
need
him.
this stupid ball. We didn't need this stupid ball, is what I'm saying.
It's tradition. It must
You
happen.
want money? Tradition. It's expensive tradition. just, just this is an argument they've had for ages.
Like about, especially about the ball. It's like,
Yeah, she's like,
need it. Look, at least the ones like there's one thing that's good about the ball, right? At least like we get to actually give out more rations to the common folk on this day in particular. I know, you're about to be like, oh, why can't we give it to them every day? And it's like we can't really afford that. It's like we're in a vast kingdom, but we're only here because of the people that actually give us the money, and unfortunately, their dealings with foreign countries and such, they're loyal to the dukes and duchesses, not me. It's that the constant riffraff of people
wait,
and officials and everything. They answer to me, of course, but dear God, I don't exactly have much
ooh,
power outside
Gigi
of my own
disappeared.
territory. And they
No,
don't.
Gigi, don't leave me.
Oh
Oh, there you
no!
are.
Hi, how much did you hear? No, I heard the no, Gigi, don't leave me, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was so afraid. I was like, I don't know how to deal with the stream on my own.
You got this,
No,
bestie. We got
okay,
this,
so like
bestie.
Jukes and their
Okay,
yeah.
like
Is are you like admonishing her like I know you want to do something very big, babe, but like politics.
yes, essentially, it's like, but like politics. Look, I don't like them either,
I think
but
she
they
just
give money and they fund things from this to construction to everything. We have to put on all big fancy smiles for everyone. Look.
I'll show you big fancy smiles. And then she just sort of she whispers a little spell and you hear
Right there, like in the private little.
yeah. Yeah, but like it's definitely like you can
Excuse
definitely tell what
me.
like
I I'm assuming it smells like ass.
yeah. just a little bit of just a little bit of I don't know where that's coming from, but it definitely smells so bad. You
You
know,
know, I
like
still have to go out
it's
there for
this.
dinner, right? You know that. You
Yeah,
know that.
and fine. And she just sort of waves her hand and it's gone again. But it's definitely like, yeah, you do something to annoy me tonight. That's gonna happen. Like definitely. That's definitely part of like, and I'm behind you whole night.
Huh. The lucky I
Just
do
don't
have.
talk to Duke Ravenswar.
I
You don't know
wasn't
what he
planning to.
says.
He is an asshole.
He's awful, you know. Everything he says about people like me. Not just poor people, but people like me. Like, why are we even rubbing shoulders with this guy? I mean, I get it. Money. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go outside. You have a dance card. I have a dance card. Let's dance.
Like she's kind of just stuck, like literal hand on head, like.
Like,
I'm like,
yes, dear. All right, dear. Like, my wife, not wife, is being really difficult
I
right
will.
now. But she's coming from like
My wife,
she's
not
valid.
wife.
What am I supposed to do?
The thing is, oh god, I. Like, here's the thing. 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 Um. Here's the thing. I found us a little bit in denial, you know. About the whole. Oh, this is my wife. Like, you know, a commoner, a sorceress, as at that, like, God, what has become of me? I asked her to murder people. Do I really want to?
And she's here,
Do I really want to tap
and
that?
she's here making spark clouds.
And look at this. Like, it's like. But then. She does do like a little. I don't know if you'd see this. She does do like a little smile. It's like. Of course. Of course. Of course she did that.
That's the most like happy life, happy wife, happy life, happy wife. You know, like, even if like she's in denial, she's like, I'm just gonna let her have it. I'm just gonna let her rant.
She's. Hold on. It was not over. You're trying to go out to the ball, right? For the dance card?
Yeah. So essentially, like maybe probably like the balcony has sort of curtains, and then
Yeah,
there's
they're
stairs
in
at the
like a space
back that
behind the
sort of
curtains.
hides.
Right.
Yeah.
The like I think like the music for the ball has sort of like started by this point. It still reeks like fucking hell in here. At least like no, you magicked it away. You magicked it away. But you're about to
Yeah.
leave.
No, but
Like you
like
have
the
like
memory.
you're about to leave. Like you got like the dance card,
Mm-mm.
and before you're able to like, um, Avalon grabs your hand like to stop you to like from going out there. Hi, I'm gonna just. I think we agree. I can just pull a block, right?
I don't know if I should pull up. I don't know if I should.
Anyway,
Oh my god, that was so close. That was so.
that would have been really funny. Um, but yeah, like
I should
you.
start ticking boxes because then we might be stuck in like it wasn't the right time. Sort of. Oh
Yeah. You
no.
should start ticking boxes. But like, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like, uh, reaches for, like your hand, and just. You want to dance? Well, I can't exactly go out there and dance with you, but I can at least promise a dance. Think of it as an apology for the entire situation with the Duke. That is, if you want to dance, of course. Again, I look. The least I can do is show you my sincerity. To touch one sorceress as yourself. Something I'm very much willing to do. One, I don't want you to think that I do not.
I need a break.
Yeah, you got this. You got it, girl.
Oh my god, they're still holding hands. They're still holding hands. Are they
It's
wearing
so
gloves?
early. It's so early. What is happening? I didn't expect it to go this way.
Are they wearing gloves? Are they wearing gloves? Oh my god.
They are wearing like like I don't
Okay.
know about Morgan, but like I mean just because outfit, like Avalon is wearing gloves, but
Yeah, I do see the queen. I do see Avalon wearing gloves. I think it just the whole like turnaround sort of thing.
look, and then
Two nicely dressed lesbians. They're so cute. Okay, yeah, no,
like
I get you. I
she
think
yeah, um she reaches for you and like kind of again, this is a show of sincerity that I, Avalon the New, do appreciate sorcerers in my company. No matter what people out there may say. I do appreciate you as company
I
at the
think
very least. You do make things very interesting around the castle. I'm gonna pull some. I would argue that this is a review of something personal.
oh wait
I can go on.
wait, but did you pull a block? I didn't see.
I didn't pull it yet, but hold on.
Okay.
I
I
get
think you
very
should pull a block before I say something.
before. Wait, I can make this better. I can solidify it.
Oh no, she's literally just word vomiting. She's literally just word vomiting because she's holding her crush's hands.
Like
Oh
not well.
no!
There's that, but
Why?
but it's like Avalon knows she's upset. Avalon knows she's upset.
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
Okay.
It's like
I get that. Mm-hmm.
you do make things very interesting around the castle. I do appreciate your input and your company. Trust me, when that plaza is finished, I will be dealing with the Duke myself. Is that all right?
Oh. I think Morgana hears this and just one, they're holding hands and they're like,
It's less so. I think it's
like
less
you
so holding
know,
hands.
and
More
like
so
oh
like,
you
more so like you're leaving and it's like, wait, you know.
yeah. No, I feel like if she grabbed the wrist, like Morgana definitely like reciprocated and just sort of twisted her hand so they are holding hands.
Avalon would not go for
Would that
that.
count as? I think that's unintentional. I am like I'm ticking that box. Whatever.
Are
But
you? If you're actually
like that
doing
box,
that,
the
okay,
box
hold on.
stinks.
Let me let me let me pull it because I haven't done that yet. You're free to pull if you want. Okay, that's something over there. Um,
Okay. No,
I will say
I
if
feel
you're
like we
doing
should
that,
finish
I
this.
will say if you're doing that, there is
Mhm.
a, it's very brief that you get to do that, but like, Avalon very quickly recoils and like grabs her hand back. It's too, it's they're not wifey yet, girl. Or at least there's still the
I
wall,
know.
the wall, the wall. It's there.
Yeah, definitely. I think in this point, I feel like Morgana as a person is not necessarily oblivious to how strong the feelings are getting, but I do think that she's a little bit like, oh, you're important. Like she's gone past this whole like, I'm going to be a very difficult little shit to you, to like, okay, you're an important person in my life, and I know now that what I didn't know before, and that I do think you do care about me in some way, and I appreciate that, and I like having that in my life. So I think this is more like she's it's not necessarily like she has really strong feelings about that, but like as Avalon like sort of tears it out, she's like, well, okay. Bestie doesn't want to hold hands, fine. But like she offered me a dance, so I will take that. She's like, she definitely goes, well. I think she goes like, I will take you say like I will take care of Ravensor for you, right? Or like after this whole thing.
Mm,
Is that what Avalon said?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think Morgana goes, a dance? And dealing with Duke Ravensor, like for real? You'd do that for me?
Oh, I'm doing it because he's a pain in the ass.
Oh
Don't
no
get
no
your
no,
hopes
I
up.
know what you meant. You're doing it for me.
You are a cocky bitch. Do you know that?
But am I wrong?
Laurel's eyes.
I'll take that as a no. So, oh, you're so cute. You were the softiest softie I've ever known. I like that about you.
I ask you.
You should let other people see that, you know.
I ask you to kill people for me. What are you talking about?
So, oh, that's me. Just saying. They do deserve it. But I've
Well, they
seen
do
how you
deserve
are
it,
with
but
people
you
who
realize there are other ways to deal with our problems. It's just that I tend to go for the simpler
no, there
solution.
aren't. The killing, I am on board with the killing. Just saying. But
Of course
anyway,
you do.
even those
You get the fat stack of money for it.
and then wonderful. The fact that you're paying me for it means a lot. You're a huge softie. You don't have to pay me that much. Anyway,
Thought you liked
remember
the
when I told you
money.
that
I could have. You're telling
I
me I could have
do
asked you to
like the
do this
money,
for
but
cheap? Oh my
remember
god,
that
I've been
time
wasting so many resources
remember
on
that
this.
time I said you're not paying me enough, and you said why? And I said, well, the house that I'm housing people in has a hole in the roof and I need extra money. And you said, okay, face it, you're a big softy. And I like that. I like it. It's nice. You should have
You
let other people see that, you know.
you are
I mean, the people love
insufferable.
you already.
You are insufferable.
Oh, but you're dancing with me tonight. Come on. I'm holding you to that, by the way. But come on, let's go. The people want to see their queen.
No, they're dancing
And
right
just
here.
sort of. Oh, I
People
should
want to
pull a
see the.
block. No. You know what? Maybe I should pull the block after this scene ends because you aren't. I don't know. Would you
Pull the
count
block.
this as
Okay,
something
for what? For what?
embarrassing?
For what?
No, like this whole like. I mean, I love the idea
Like,
of like flatulence. Like we go downstairs and we embarrass ourselves a little bit.
oh,
But I also love this idea, like you unintentionally showed, like Avalon unintentionally said something that clearly is a little
here's what I
embarrassing.
here's what I think about. Wait,
Mm-mm.
here's what I think about like, because this entire thing is supposed to be about a little bit of embarrassment. Where this was initially
Mm.
supposed to be an embarrassment about like, oh, big fart joke, haha. I think the embarrassment now is that an Avalon does not want to go out there with a servant to dance with. Because that in particular may be a little embarrassing. Especially with one so cocky and like one who says that she has so much power over her. That's she has to stand her ground, you know? Like that's where things are right now in regarding that.
Yeah. And like, oh, it definitely has its implications, especially if we know like Morgana, like everybody, considering how a queen is supposed to have six of one of a lady in waiting, and she only has one. And the fact that they're so like to the outside, like they're close in a way that is like some people who oppose the queen, like historically, people who oppose like a monarch on the throne who is female would be like, she's doing something immoral or she's doing something this. I assume like it's fine for people to be like gay married in this
that
world.
that
I don't
is
know. It
I
could be
mean,
like,
it depends on what you want to say about. I mean, if you want to make a commentary about like the actual witch trials, uh, oh dear.
yeah, but like I feel like, people who are, I don't know, let's
You want to
so
add
much
that
is
on
at
top?
stake.
Because
Let's
I'm
not
so
add
down to add that on
homophobia.
top, whether like gay shit is allowed in this place.
Yeah,
I'm so down. You
yeah.
realize that,
So
right?
it's
I'm down.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, it's up to you. It could be class disparity, or it can be
I
a
think
sort of,
I
why
think it's
are they
allowed, but it's
women
looked down on.
dancing?
Cause it's like, and this is gonna sound bad. Hi, hi, folks. I'm gay as fuck, but in this particular story, I think
I love the disclaimer.
I'm. Please, I specifically asked for a woman on woman game. Come on. Okay. Um.
Guys, don't cancel me, please. I'm a
No.
lesbian.
No. Here. Like this. Like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think it's. I
Yeah.
think. I think it's allowed. I think it's allowed. I think it's allowed.
Mm.
In this kingdom, but it's not like it's not seen. Like kind of if you are gay, like I mean, classic homophobia shit. It's like, um, you're some sort of like. Do I is? Am I allowed to say the word slut on camera?
I don't
I
know.
said it.
YouTube might kill us. They might call Elon Musk, go
I
nuke
didn't. I
them. Like
didn't say
you,
anything. I said slot, like slot machines.
maybe I
Um,
definitely see it like
like
that. Like
it's like
it's
it's
definitely
dirty.
because
It's
she's the
like you
queen.
like
Mm-mm.
if you're so desperate to get it that you would do it with like someone of the same sex, like that,
Mm.
again, disclaimer, that's not how we view it. That's not how we view it. I'm gay as fuck, but that's not how
Caveat,
it
it's
is. That's
for
not
the
how it
plot.
works in the real world. That's not how it works. Player side, but here I see it being like, yeah, it's allowed, but it's like it's like it's seen very differently in terms of like like you're perceived very differently for it. If like it's the classic, like
Yeah, I
if
get.
you're a woman, then like you sleep around a lot. If you're a man, then like you're weak pansy shit, like
Yeah, I get that.
or I mean, generally there's like the sexual implication for both. Yeah, but yeah, that's why
Yeah,
it's like
no, I
not
definitely.
seen super
Yeah,
good.
yeah. No, I get that. I definitely get that. I do think though that like in that moment, like if there is that sort of prejudice, I don't think Morgana would force the dance because she definitely is like she is also aware that there's a position here that they both hold that is very precarious and they need to keep it so that they can establish or like they can so that they can chase the goal in which they've made that this kingdom needs to be saved. And so I do think like I don't think she would force the dance, but I definitely do see it happening.
Behind closed doors.
I see it happen. Yeah, definitely. Like after, like, oh, I'm going to help you undress, like that, and we're gonna dance in our room together. Like
Not that I'm gonna help you undress.
that's what a lady in waiting does,
I
Gigi. That is
know,
what a
I
lady in waiting
know,
does.
I know.
But Morgana definitely makes it dirty. She's like, I think she really likes teasing and flustering Avalon because she's the only one who can do it. Anybody else, she's like, don't talk to the queen like that. Don't talk to my queen like that. No,
I mean,
only
I
I
can
can
talk
do
to the
that.
queen like that.
Maybe this time, maybe the embarrassment this time is like, maybe it's not the queen that she makes clutch when it happens. Maybe it's Raven's.
That's valid. I mean, it's already happened
Yeah,
in like
he,
Vienna, but like,
yeah. So maybe it does, and it's just this embarrassment of like, these lesbians, these mean girls. Like, we're gonna have this man embarrassed. Well, that definitely, but it definitely would like it would be a detriment to the uh to the money that they need probably.
it
I
would.
don't know.
I mean,
Maybe
do we
that's
there? We can say that this happened. Like, it's up to you. Like, we can say that the whole
yeah.
prank
I
with
mean
like
like
Raven's sword
it's
definitely
perfectly
happened.
fine if like we end this
It's up. You're the
yeah.
follow.
Like we can say that the scene has ended. Yeah, I mean like and it's only up to you. Like at this point I feel like it'll be fun to have a ball scene, but what's our next scene? I'm sorry.
Okay, scene
Ooh, our next
three.
scene
Scene
is finding
three.
common ground.
Finding
We can
common
have
ground. Which
yeah.
for
So I think this
this,
ends and I think
oh,
the embarrassment is like I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's up to you. I feel like this is something we need to talk about. Like, do you want to bring it out to the floor where there are other people around, or would you like to end it here and then bring it to the next?
I will.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's up to you. I feel like this is something we need to talk about. Like, do you want to bring it out to the floor where there are
Fuck
yeah, no, you're still
me.
here. I can still see you.
OBS. It said it's reconnecting. It said it's reconnecting. Everything is fine. Okay, but um, yeah, like I think regardless of whether it's going out there or staying in private, there is that like you do get, oh my god, you do get this little blush off of like Avalon when like y'all first like start to dance, if y'all dance, um, you know, like I can't believe I'm doing this type situation, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It definitely is like the embarrassment of like, oh God, I really like this person. Oh God, why? Just like
It's
the
like
immediate
it's I shouldn't
embarrassment of
like this
like,
person, but I do really like this person. I mean, like you know, am I really
yeah.
dancing? You know, like, are we dancing? Why are we doing this? Wait, I shouldn't be doing this. But I
No,
do.
and the fact that like she offered, like you offered this babe.
Exactly. It's like it's in her head. It's like, what am I doing? Why did I do that?
Like, why
Why
would
did
I? Oh
I
my
do that?
God! Like it's I feel like the definitely was like shut up, like that definitely was
Why
like
did I do that?
the thing in the back of her head. Just be quiet, quiet. Anyway, all right. So I guess we can end the scene here.
Okay, but
So end scene. My glasses. Okay, so end scene. And then I will pull a block now because the scene's ended.
oh shit, oh oh
Oh my God.
don't get, oh my god, oh that's terrifying actually. Wait a minute. Wait.
I don't like this. I don't
That's
like
not
it. No, 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 no.
good. That's
That's
not
not good.
good.
That's not good. No,
That's
And we
not
only have
good.
like three. We only have three check marks between three between the two of us.
I mean, to
Oh
be fair,
no.
it's very in
No.
character then with like, oh, it's not the right time, reveal too much. You know, this is going very
Yeah. Also,
fast.
like
This is going
this is
very
such a
fast.
also the stakes are so high. And they both are trying so hard to like keep this kingdom afloat, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's like it's not gonna they would be devoted to each other, but it's definitely gonna be an unspoken feeling sort of thing. If that's what happens. We don't know. We don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, scene 3, finding common
Next
ground.
scene.
I mean, we could very well definitely make this a thing about the state, like the fate of sorcerers and everything. Like for sure. Like an
Mm-hmm.
actual bill. um,
Maybe.
or like yeah. Um,
Yeah. I definitely see either a bill or some sort of outreach program that sort of like if you pass the bill and the people are still afraid, that's not gonna work. But if you sort of start this sort of outreach program of like showing like they're not actually that bad. Or we could start with like the protection against them, you know? Like if you want to show people to be less afraid, if these people are gonna come out and you're gonna kill them outright, then obviously the fear is gonna be still there. But if we pass a bill that says you're not actually supposed to hurt these people, that they are people still, then do the outreach program. Maybe. Maybe that'll work.
I mean, let's see. Yeah, because I really can't go out. Like, I don't know. I will. Okay, I have an idea. Um,
Mm,
I will like. I think how it's been going. It's like genuine witch trial shit, where it's like, oh, like, um, you're caught. You just go. What if here at the very least y'all are allowed trial?
okay. With the jury or with a yeah, I don't know, jury with a legislative branch that is less biased. Maybe
Ideally,
we can start it
we
there.
can start it there.
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah.
Maybe we can start like the little change is like we're trying to take out these quote unquote judges that might like, um yeah, we take out these judges that are corrupt or in any way biased towards magic users and replace them with people who we think are like just and
I
intelligent
think that would
enough
be too
to
quick. I think that would be
yeah.
too quick. At the very least, I don't know. Like start reading it like, mm, like, cause I don't know if everything in the kingdom would be all G, if they just went like, okay, like there are people who, you know,
Yeah, there definitely would be like some strife over it.
yeah, but I do think at least like starting on the whole maybe don't fucking kill them at least, or if not,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know, um just like allow due process. Have they committed actual crimes? I think I don't know if they'd
Yeah.
be allowed to go free, but there definitely would be a kind of thing where it's like, how do you feel about exile? Cause like I don't know, cause in my image of like what it is, um,
Mm-mm.
it's still very volatile, especially since we're only at scene 3. uh, like
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be satisfied with having sorks just around or even like in prisons
Mm-mm.
and shit. The people want them gone, but I think we can have them gone in a different way. You know?
Yeah. I can totally see it being like an exile thing, and then at one point I feel like Avalon would instruct Morgana to go not necessarily follow, but maybe yeah, instruct Morgana to sort of like lead these sorcerers into some place close, not necessarily close, like relatively close by for like, reassure them that change is coming and that even though this is happening right now, there is a possibility that maybe your next generation or a new generation might be able to come back to this kingdom. Would that be like a feasible? Because I feel like that's also grounds for like
I mean, we're finding
civil war.
common ground. So, like, if you want, we can discuss the actual
Yeah,
specifics in game, right?
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I definitely think that this is like a late night meeting between the two of
yeah,
them.
it's like, yeah, but bottom line, the proposal right now is instead we exile them. Like, I
Yeah.
also think, like, laws of magic are just different in other places, right? You know?
Mm-mm. I'm not entirely sure if this kingdom is an anomaly in that they are punishing magic users or if they are so isolated a kingdom because this is not
I,
necessarily like
I don't think it's an anomaly, but I do think
mm-mm.
that there are places that do accept magic users. You know? Like,
Yeah.
those places are exceptions, not the rules, but like there are places with like varying, um, varying degree of punishment, or like maybe you'd have to actually like do crime first and then you'd be tried for it, like
Mm-mm.
because here where we are, it's just straight up you're found out, gone. Like
Yeah.
it's not seen as a good thing worldwide for the most part, with the exception of certain places. But again, varying degrees of punishment, first of all. So like you could still kind of scrape by as a magic user in different places. Second of all,
Mm-hmm.
like there are places that do accept magic people, and all you have to do is get to those places, right?
Yeah. Or at least like maybe construct construct some sort of persona where you can go there and say I'm not a magic user, but
Yeah. Like either way,
yeah.
like whatever happens to
Or
you,
that's like the underhanded part of it. Yeah.
whatever happens to you is like entirely like up to you at that point once you leave the kingdom. But like this exile, despite again negative connotation where it's like get the fuck out of our kingdom, it's also in some way a second chance for the people here, you know, like
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah. I
um
mean, that's a better alternative than I'm going to burn you at the stake.
yeah. Okay, so okay, we can get back into this. I think I think this is a discussion that they're having. This isn't even like pitched to anyone necessarily yet, or like put through
Mhm.
politicians, put through the paperwork. This is something that these two are talking about in the middle of like the night and everything. Uh,
Yeah.
I will say that, like, first of all, setting the rest of the scene. Um, by this point, Ravensor is like kicked out. The plaza is very nice, actually. We get a lot more tourists and a lot more people coming in
Mhm.
for that. Angry little, like, there were lost quite a bit of money out of it, like little bits of retaliation on the side and all. Consequences, of course, of like letting go of one of your prominent figures. Um, like that money is gonna go elsewhere now, but you know what? Like at least we got rid of like a guy that like I'd say most people didn't really like. Um, but oh, I think it's not even in writing yet. In let's say
Mhm.
it's like this.
Mm.
It's our like I'm like we're in my private chambers. You're like brushing through my hair, and then it's like a kind of like you're.
Unintentional touching.
I
No.
forgot about that
Yeah.
part.
Maybe let's just establish that.
Handmade, like it's
Like,
kind of
yeah, I mean, it's in my job. I don't
it's
think
part
that's
of the job. It's
unintentional.
part of the
If anything,
job.
it's intentional.
Like,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
So it's not like it's sort of like, yeah.
it's part
It
of the
isn't, there's no
job.
motive. There's also no like reciprocal. There's nothing. It's literally just, I mean, they technically touch each other all the time. But yeah, okay.
I do want to say
Yeah,
because
so
I
I'm brushing through your
yeah
hair.
I do want to say like as a
Yeah.
little part of Anna like once again the um like setting the scene. I feel like I'm not selling enough the fact that you are also committing murder for me. Um, it's part of the deal.
Forgot this part.
It's part of the deal.
It is part of the deal. And in all honesty, like Morgana is really weird by being like, I like that part. That's the best part of my job. Like, it's just like, girly,
Like,
you
girl,
good? Maybe it's
maybe you a
like maybe it
little.
is correct or we yeah, maybe you
Maybe
shouldn't. I mean, like
there's
she
a
has a lot
reason
of
why,
anger.
like,
Yeah.
like
Maybe there's some
maybe
more
there's a
magic
reason
should be
why the like this kingdom is the way it is. Like oddly enough, Morgana is actually the example of the kind of sorcerer that they would burn at the stake, but you are saved somehow
yeah.
as like the act, like
I
the
mean,
secret cleanup
like
crew of this kingdom, right?
yeah.
Um,
That's just that's typically it. Like, okay, you're gonna like persecute sorcerers who do this in defense of themselves, but when it's in defense of the crown, listen, they're not we said this is girl boss. We didn't say girl ethics. You know what I mean?
we said this
They're
is
doing
girl
what they need
boss.
to
We
do.
didn't say this is girl ethics. I love that so
We're doing what
much.
we need to do to make sure this kingdom runs.
Like, yeah, it's a very like here's the thing. I love world building on the spot. It's a very rowdy kingdom. Like again, like the like we like oh my god. Avalon is pulling this fucking kingdom together all on her own and everything. Like there are councils and advisors, but they're not exactly the best people. It's a very corrupt system. Um, that there's a
Mm.
reason why like the stuff about sorcerers passed in the first place. People like fear. I mean, it's the common man, but it's also like the actual people that are put in power other than Avalon. So, like, um, I'd say like, you know, there's at least like one fucking. Well, first of all, there's Ravensor. Yeah, he was kicked out.
Yeah.
It was fine when he was kicked out, but then when he did shit about it, like pull money, start shit talking, like trying to destroy Rep. There are suspicions that it's part of the Queen's doing, but like if a man mysteriously disappears, I mean, he could have gone anywhere. He could have just left.
Also, he was a terrible, awful person. It's not like, are we surprised, guys? Are we really surprised?
Like I mean, like couple other folks, like it's actually I think there's at least a little bit of unrest amongst like the big powers in the kingdom where like within the span of like a couple months, right? Like a mayor has gone, um you know, like the most surprising is like the Duke, of course, but then like one of like the sons of like a wealthy like merchant family.
A lot of people are dying. Oh well, it's
Like
medieval
there,
times. We don't
there's
have
there is
medicine.
unrest, but like those like again, if you pull up the receipts, those people are not exactly the most ideal. There's
Mm-mm.
both unrest, but not, like at the same time there's like even with the common people, there's like a little bit more, you know, some people are
He's
happy about it,
probably
you know, having corrupt people down.
yeah,
Like there are actual victims
yeah.
out
I,
there who
I,
have
I do
lost their
think
money and everything from those wretched individuals. Uh,
oh, I love this. Yeah. It's like Robin Hood, but Robin Hood is secretly the queen.
yeah, it's like Robin Hood, but you're working for
And
the
for
crown. Like,
yeah, and this really weird attack dog with magic hair. Yeah, I definitely see it like that. I mean, it's probably also like I definitely do think that because like I did say in the last scene that Morgana notices how the people love Avalon. Like, oh, the people like that about you. Like this idea, like she has a strong sense of justice, but also a really strong sense of mercy. She's like, the people see it. The people love that about you. I like that about you. So,
okay.
like, it's possible that though the upper echelon do not necessarily like her, probably fear her a little bit. The people at least are like, yeah, that's our queen.
That's our queen.
So what if some people disappear? They're the right people to disappear. They're like, our queen murder us? Ah, she would
She
never.
would
She would never. She's
never.
so
Okay.
nice.
But
Our
yeah.
queen, a killer, please. The
Um.
Duke just, got drunk and died in a ditch somewhere.
Okay. Now then, back to the scene.
Yeah,
I love world
yeah.
building. I love world building. I love doing this shit. It's so fun. Oh my
Me
god.
too.
Uh,
Yeah, this is the best part of like writing or doing TTRPG. It's going, okay,
yeah, I
so what
love
if the world
it.
is like this?
I love creating stories with people. I love
It's
building
the
worlds with
best part of
people.
crafting a story.
It is. Okay. Now then.
Okay.
So, it's the middle of the night. You're brushing my hair. um, like it's literally like staring at the mirror. Like it's like like you're like. I mean, this is not like a like uncommon sight to you, at least having again, you know, being, um, the one and only lady in waiting for the queen. Like, but
Mhm.
either way, you get like like the whole like or opposite of the whole like the package of like no makeup, no blush, no anything. Like it's just fully raw. Like like this is the kind of that's actually like the kind of look that she would have had when you first met. Actually, um, you know,
Oh, yeah.
it's apparently become like a quite familiar through like throughout the time that they've known each other. Um, but literally, like looking at you from like the mirror and everything, getting like those knots of like hair like smoothened out, like fiery, like red hair, but straight in a way where it's like it's hot, it's fiery, it's red, but then like it's restrained, you know. Um, uh,
It's still wet.
yeah, it's still wet.
I just helped you out of
Love it.
that.
Okay. And like addresses you like directly.
Mm-hmm.
Morgana, I'm going to be having a meeting tomorrow with some of the officials. I believe you're going to want to hear of this, of course. Normally this would not really reach your ears, but you in particular, I think, need to know. Going to be talking with them. I promised at least a little bit of change, or at least that I would help you in some way in this transactional situation that we have. This relationship that we must uphold. You have been doing a lot for me. Many people have fallen, and of course you've been paid for it. But it's about time I do at least a little due diligence. Hopefully, in my rule, instead of the death of sorcerers, perhaps we may exile them out of the kingdom instead. I don't know if that is to your liking, but I do hope that at least a chance at life is something that your kin would appreciate, even if it may not be publicized that way.
I think she's sort of like, when she hears that, she sort of pauses in sort of brushing your hair. And then just sort of, so it's like a minute pause where she's like, and then she starts brushing it again and she goes, well, it's certainly better than being burned at the stake, but where will they go?
There are other places outside of Ines, of course. At
Will they
least
be
they will
able to
have a
reach
better
those
chance than
places?
here.
Yeah.
You lot are sorcerers. You think you can make do? I mean, the neighboring kingdoms are not quite so far. At the very least, can't exactly offer much. But I will see what I can negotiate about. Perhaps at least a horse. Though I don't think people would be very happy about it. But
A horse and probably, I do think that she's like, well, sorcerers can conjure about anything, anything, the basic necessities. I mean, you've seen me do it. You know what I can do. But I'm on
you
the
make
higher end.
the one time that you convinced me to actually try your magically made tea. I don't know if it was definitely different from the tea I would usually make, but we usually have rather. But
Was it bad? Was it bad? Was it drinkable?
it was at least drinkable.
And you want to send them out into the wilderness knowing what tea I can make, and I'm on the higher end of the spectrum of these powers. And if I make tea bad, imagine what they could do. Anyway, it is better than being sentenced to death, but surely some sort of supplies, the basic necessities. But even what happens when you exile an urchin who doesn't have anything, doesn't have a family, doesn't have anything but the clothes on their back? We're gonna send them out there without any protection, without even being able to make your midnight your night tea.
You're the one who gave. I didn't ask for the night tea. Also,
But
don't.
you drank it. So I said, here's your nightlight tea. And you said, you said it tasted fine. What?
I was tired. I needed
How dare.
sleep. It's
Yeah, we'll
it,
see. Well, whatever. If whatever, the nightlight tea tastes like, listen, I can make that. And I'm like one of the most powerful ones. What about the little ones, who can like summon a bit of water, but that's it? What happens then? She's also eating.
she's
It's a
also
midnight snack
eating
sort of deal.
midnight snack.
There's fries on the table.
Literal. Good job.
They ordered
Amazing.
in.
Wow.
There's Jollibee here. Jollibee baka naman. Can I show this or is YouTube going to nuke us?
I don't know. Anyway. Oh god. So, I'm already trying my best here.
Provisions.
I'm surprised that everyone even agreed to a meeting to begin with. It's going to be tough.
Well,
Negotiations, but
the reason why people have been agreeing to the meeting is because you've been getting rid of the people who wouldn't agree to the meeting, which is very dictator of you. Not that I'm complaining. But like provisions, that's all I ask. Maybe some sort of a guide or a horse. You said so, right? A horse, maybe enough food and water, some gold. It's just cruel. Like, sure, it's better than death, but dying in the wilderness is not great. It's not great either. You know what I mean?
I know. Well, I can hope that at least people survive. It's not the first encounter I've had with someone who left for, well, simply being a sorcerer. Have you ever heard those little rumors? It's not exactly
She said,
the most well known, at least by the common folk, but maybe among criminals. And my mother was a sorcerer. I'm pulling. I think you know why.
yeah, I know why.
Oh shit! My mother was a sorcerer.
Who wrote this script? Was it Ravi? Who wrote this? I need somebody to blame.
Who wrote this shit?
Who wrote this shit? Who wrote this script, Ravi? Was it you? Oh my god, if you guys could see it, I'm so glad we're not. I don't know. I don't know if I'm glad, but also like relieved that we're not showing people what's happening, like
Well,
this screen.
you know
But
what? I'll
that
fix it
is
later. Okay. Full disclosure, I do want to go into break after this scene, because I want to
yeah,
fix
okay,
something,
go ahead.
and also I want to get water. But
Yeah,
like,
go ahead. Okay. I'll let's do this quick and then I can end it. Okay, all right. So
no,
I
no,
think
no, no,
I
no.
think
It's okay. It's okay. No rush. No rush. I just want to do the in between scene things.
all
But
right.
yeah, like, my mother was a sorcerer. Of course, well, my father didn't necessarily know at the time. I was left here to rule as queen. Then he died. My mother, I never knew what happened to her. When I looked into it, I heard that she left. I don't know if she really died at the very least. I can only hope that she made it out there. Maybe one of the bustling kingdoms that fit the likes of her. Fit the likes of you, even. There's something in me that tells me that she made it. If she can make it. She was strong enough to make me, to be with, well, at the time, the king of whatever, honest to God, hellhole this kingdom is sometimes. If she can make it there, I believe that. Well, I believe you're kind of just strong enough to do so.
Yes. Oh no. I think Morgana reaches out and holds your hand up. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Yes. So I feel like, God, you can't just admit something like that and like not have Morgana be like, oh my God, what the fuck, like, and like
Did you
this
pull
is
yet?
my friend
Did you
and this
take it or did you
character.
just pull?
Nothing. No, I think we should like end when I end the scene. It
No, no,
should be a
no, no, no.
pull.
You have to pull it, girl. You have to pull it, girl. You have to pull it, girl. No, no, pull it,
I'm
girl.
so afraid. Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay.
You see that? We're good. We're good. We can live another scene. I think Morgana sort of holds your I think she kneels. She puts the brush down, she puts your hair down, she goes around the table, kneels sort of like a knight, you know,
Oh, shit.
and sort of takes your hand and just sort of very gently goes, do you remember what she looked like?
It's all very hazy. I was very young when she left. Probably about 3 years old. Fair skin, the same green emerald eyes, I think. I remember how they looked at me. Soft as they were. And yet also a little afraid. Never knew if I ever had magic myself, of course. If I ended up like one of you, well, you know what happens to sorcerers in this kingdom.
Well, she got out, and you know what? You're right. I think she did make it. I think she was strong. And she sort of squeezes your hand. She must have been. You must have been a huge baby. It must have been terrible carrying you around.
Must you always have to
And if she could manage to birth somebody as and everything goes, and if she could manage to birth somebody as wonderful and as just as you, as compassionate, and she's running her mouth, as beautiful as you. And I think she says this with a lot of intention because it's like, my friend is hurting. I didn't know about this. And I haven't been necessarily that fair of her. I'm asking so much, all I do is kill people. But like there's like a sort of like undercurrent of like, with as much intention as she had holding this, holding her hand. And I'm gonna have to pull a second time because of this. Because like, describe your character intentionally revealing something personal. Oh no!
No! Girl is pulling all of the fucking Woods Brigade shit now. Okay, bitch.
I'm so afraid.
All right,
But I
bitch.
genuinely,
Yes, bitch.
like the thing is like I genuinely don't think Morgana would let this, like, this is so she cares about this girl. She's like, I've devoted already half my life to you. Like, I've devoted like several years to you already. I don't know. Maybe this is like a time skip of a year or whatever. Like, I've killed for you already. Clearly, I'm gonna. And Morgana's very candid, I think. So she just. Anyway, she goes, as beautiful as you, I do think that your mom made it. And wherever she is, she's proud of you. I'm so afraid.
You're. I think like you're touching, like her hand, right? And like this is like. Okay. Oh dear God, you're touching her hand. And for like
Oh no.
this brief sec, like it's sort of somewhat mirroring ish the like the scene at the ball right behind where like you try to grab and then it's pulled back. She like flips like her hand up and then like gives like a tight squeeze and just wordless. I'm pulling another block.
No! Oh my god.
I'm gonna say I wanna. Do you want to say
no,
this
no, no.
unintentionally? Because I don't. Because like in my head, it's like Avalon doesn't know what she's doing
I
this for. Whether it's like to
yeah. I
reciprocate,
feel like if
whether
it's a
it's
reciprocal
in
thing, yeah.
like she doesn't know whether it's to reciprocate, whether it's because like she needs it, like right now she doesn't know. She doesn't know what this is. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like she's very unsure of her feelings right now. But yeah, let me. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm so scared. Gigi, I'm so scared. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look.
Oh my
Are
god.
we good?
We're good.
Where did it go?
We're good.
Where was it? So I wasn't looking.
It's one of these ones.
Oh, is it the? Oh, okay. It's one on top of yours.
Yeah. It's on the right
Whoever
side.
is watching us right now, I know
I'm going
Robbie's
to
watching.
pull up.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Trust. I'll pull up the Jenga tower later.
I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying us,
Girl.
seeing us suffer. Because we're suffering.
Scene 3 pa lang to. Ba't ganto na?
There's so much.
Ba't ganto
And there's so
tayo?
much.
Scene 3 pa lang
I feel
to.
sick.
Merong 8 scenes tayo. Wala pa tayo sa kalahati.
I feel so sick. I feel so sick. I feel like kasi because this is like, this is such a high stakes thing that they're like pulling on their punches. But I also genuinely do think like they're just incapable. They're U-Haul lesbians. They're just incapable of keeping shit in. They're like too fast. Who said? She kills people for me, and I'm helping her make sure that her kind is not completely eradicated. Like,
again, it's very ironic.
And we're
It's
not
very
supposed to be.
ironic. You are very much the type of person who probably should be burned at the stake with your violent tendency to like being chill with killing people. But also,
We're not even in that part where she's like, we're so lucky that this game doesn't actually have NPCs, because if an NPC had any way, like, like had any designs over I'm going to hurt the queen, Morgana would go feral.
I mean, we can describe that.
So
I mean, we can't actually say something along the lines of this NPC. Like, we can't
scene
roleplay
7
as
is
an
a
NPC.
difficult choice.
Oh. Oh God.
Ooh, hard at work. Scene 4.
Oh.
Oh well.
Are we going to the next scene?
Does the scene end?
Why are you asking me?
Oh no,
Girl,
I
that's
think
your
are
job.
we good? I think we're good. I think they're just holding hands and that's the end scene.
Okay. Bet, bet, bet,
Yeah.
bet, bet.
Oh, but we need a break though, because you need water.
Yeah, I'll get some
Gigi
water.
needs to
I'll
drink
fix up some
water.
things on the stream and everything. Before we go to a break, I do wanna pull attention to a couple things because wow, streamer things. Um, but yeah. So first of all, like RD3, as mentioned a while ago, is going to Osaka. Um, we actually got a nice little thing from Klook where you, dear viewer, could perhaps sign up for a nice little Osaka trip of your own. We have a nice little affiliate link for you that you can go to if you want to support us, and perhaps, who knows, maybe we can all see each other at Osaka. Also, if you want to try playing games yourself, like use some dice and shit like that, like most games would use some dice, and this is one of the few exceptions where it's like we don't need dice for this game, but in the case of a regular game of TTRPGs or like whether it be like D&D or like my personal favorite one was or like anywhere really, like you would like need at least some kind of set of dice, and you can get some off Shopee with another link down there in the description down below. Yeah. Finally, because I actually forgot to mention this at the start, I'm so wow. We have a Ko-fi now. If you want to directly support us, you can go right there, give it a nice little tip, very much appreciated. You of course every single little like nugget of like cash on there or whatever, any little bit of support is gonna go directly to our content, promising better quality streams, postings, videos, all that, just keeping things afloat. Now we're gonna go take a break. Gonna be back in let's go back like 10:20. Let's go back. Yeah, that would be good. We'll be right back. See you, Jet. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hello. We back. Just gotta tweak a little something kasi nata-trigger ako ng onte. Work with me. Show them to me. I guess that's gonna look like that. I don't know what's happening there. But oh
The
well.
internet's being homophobic. That's what's happening.
Is being homophobic. How dare. Um well, wait, whoops. There we go. I almost did a fucky wucky. But okay. Um let's go with that. Hi chat. Let me just fix one last little quick thing. Because you are not working. Why aren't you working? You annoy me. Work with me, you fool. Why not? Why not? Why not?
I said no.
How dare you?
It said you useless
You
lesbians.
useless lesbians. Okay.
Absolutely
No.
not.
I'm gonna do
You
one
can't have
last
this
thing.
today.
I'm gonna do one last quick thing. Let me see if I can get the like tower on board. I swear I would have done this off stream, but I am a little stupid. um wait lang. Wait lang.
Also, the stream just won't let
It
us.
just won't let us.
Just won't let
I'm a
us.
little dumb. I'm a little
It's the stream's fault.
okay. Ganto na lang. What if I shut the fuck up. What if I no. What if I this is gonna look whack for a sec. Wow, you get to see the streamer do something like scuff, haha, point and laugh. Okay. Let's replace this with something. Or let's add this. And then
Let me see if I can.
no, we got
Oh
it.
no, I accepted it.
No. I got it. I got this. I
Be
got
good.
this. I don't know which one.
Okay.
Let's do. Yes, actually. Okay. Move you there. There. Hi, chat. Everything is going fine, chat. Everything is fine, chat. Don't worry, chat. So if I put that up there. Oh, okay. I'm cooking. 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 Tama na yan masyado. Wait lang. Wait lang. What if I make you bigger? Just on my shit. What if I do that? No, wait, no, not there. Here. What if I make you bigger here? Just for reference, this is how we are right now. This is how things are going right now. With
Well,
the funky Jenga
I see
tanker.
it.
I'm putting this here because chat is not working. I'm so sorry, chat. I swear we love you. I'm just gonna hide that. Do that.
Maybe you can zoom out, or is that too much?
There we go. Or
Oh no, that's good.
anywho,
Just need to
tower.
lengthen it.
That's fine. I think that shows enough of it. But yeah. Tower. We got a couple, like, how the tower works in this case, because we don't have an actual, okay, hi chat. How the tower works in this case, because we don't have an actual Jenga tower, is like, we have a little thing where we can pull blocks or reset, like, or collapse the stuff by choice. It's gonna pull one of the blocks here. If a full row goes gone, then that's tower fallen, and that's when one of us has to do the whole confession. Um,
Whoever
so,
collapsed the tower.
yeah, so in this case, these rows are looking kind of sus. um, so that's a little scary, but we're gonna be fine.
It's so dangerous.
It's gonna be fine. It's all in the service of being gay. Um. Okay.
I'm so scared. I'm
Now then.
scared. I'm scared.
Apologies for the delay. It's 10:30, Sakto. I totally planned that. Okay, let's go to the next scene.
Okay.
Hard at work. Now, here's what I think. No, like, I think it, on the one hand, we can go the easy route where it's like, Queen is at work. Whoa, we're trying to, like, do all the documents and shit like that, or like actually get this out, like, you know, do like in the middle of the meetings and stuff like that. But one, I don't want to have to deal with other people, i.e. NPCs, and two, I want to go for another unorthodox way, because like, something I want to do is really show, because like, so far I've learned to take a little bit more of the back seat because politics, but I want to show like, she's willing to get her hands dirty, and not just in the sense of like, well, I have a fucking like Robin Hood ass killer and shit, but also I like the thought of her being like, actually, you know, looking into the corrupt officials in somewhere, right? And you would have to come with Asgard. And also, you're a lot more familiar with the streets than she would be.
They're doing a sneaky
Yeah.
sneak.
I like to think that, like,
Yeah.
instead of going, because I don't see
yeah.
everyone as like just sitting doing desk work, you know, or at least she, like, at the very least, she doesn't like doing that. So I think she'd actually go out there and
Yeah.
do something about what's going on in her fucking kingdom.
The girls can have a little bit of a subterfuge as a little treat. Yeah, no, I get that. Maybe they could be like, either they've been invited to another ball by another duke and duchess, or another marquis,
I
or whatever it
think-
is, and then they're just there, but they're also like sneaking about. Or it could definitely be like, I'm gonna come along to the job
I
with
think
you,
it's just straight up.
kind of thing.
Like,
Which,
I think it's just straight up we, like, snuck in somewhere. I don't know about ball, because then, like, she'd have to get makeup and everything. It's like, it's gonna be obvious that it's her.
yeah, it'll repeat.
But
Yeah.
if it's just straight up stealth, right? Then it's like, no one has to know. Nobody needs to know. You know, in and out, like, with like dignity and reputation preserved. You know. Yes.
Intact. Yeah. I could see that happening. I definitely,
It's-
it feels more like
It's also like,
I'm coming with you on a job.
yeah,
sort
and
of
it's also
thing.
like, this is kind of stepping into your world for a bit, you know. Like,
Yeah, I feel like we've been in the side of like politics for a bit now, with the ball and with the bill. So let's go. Like, we can't keep saying that she's an attack dog and she's okay with doing
Like-
greatly illegal things and just not show it.
I don't know. I don't think that. If anything, I don't think that we're here on like one of your well, usual missions of like, kill this guy. But like, at the very least, yeah, I like getting some kind of like evidence of corruption with the various like politicians so I think we'd be like in a particular city where like they found out that poverty rates have like gone up and everything. Or no, I have an idea. No, but that would be too obvious for her. I want in my brain, I want so bad, like, what if casino?
What if
But at the same time, it's
casino?
like,
What if just we sneak into a
but at the same time,
casino?
it's like, well, can't exactly, because like then you'd have to actually look rich to be in a casino, and I can't look rich for this mission.
Yeah, I think I feel like she would only be confident to do this when it's on her turf. So maybe there's like a visiting dignitary, and she definitely like invited him over to discuss
I know.
something. And now they're sneaking around that wing of the guest palace or whatever. Or would it be like I don't think they would bring their damning papers with them,
Yeah,
you
like
know.
I think that no. Here's the thing. I think that it's just straight up going into someone's home. You know,
Mm,
like
mm. Maybe it's like a knight, like a warden, a certain sheriff that's been taking
ooh, I
bribes,
like that.
or or a judge, like or like what we said, like oh, there has to be a fair trial. Maybe one of the judges is taking bribes from someone
Yeah, I like.
because it's within kingdom still.
And I think regarding like the matter that we discussed in the previous scene, I think it's still ongoing. This is like
Yeah.
one of the many things that we have to do like for the kingdom, but like as far like though like that bill is like top priority, it's also it's getting a lot of backlash, or at least
Mm,
it's not going through super easily. So in the meantime, instead of like sitting on our asses, like waiting to see what the fuck, like the various like the people on the board will say and shit like that,
mm-mm.
we get dirty, figure out on our own,
Yeah.
or at least get moving on our own, whether it's in service of that or just in service of the kingdom as a whole, right?
Mm. Yeah,
Okay.
where we're like searching for correspondence, maybe some sort of written word that there's maybe a mutiny, maybe not. Any
Oh,
dissidents, essentially. We're just
I like the sound of maybe mutiny, maybe in a rebellion, maybe, especially considering all of the murders that have been happening recently,
probably,
like
but
happening
from
recently.
the rich
It's
ones,
like an attempt to like overthrow the monarchy.
probably. Yeah. Ooh, that's spicy. Okay. I definitely see that happening. And it will definitely also bring up the whole attack dog sort of thing. It was like, oh, now you're threatening my queen in a way. But we'll
I do
get to
want to be
that. Maybe
careful and
that's
like
where
okay, like
Morgana's head
let's
is at. And that's why
yeah,
she's like,
let's keep possible shit with NPCs like after the scene though. So it's like that's the off camera stuff. Wherein like what we're dealing with
yeah,
here is like we've already successfully snuck in. Let's just like find what we got, and then you know, it's up to us
yeah.
to
I don't know. Should we bring back?
it's up to us to
Oh
figure out
yeah.
what we actually find.
No, I was like, should we bring back Ravensor or is he like,
No, he's
is he
gone.
gone?
And in canon, he's gone already.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay,
Maybe it is like next of kin.
so you said it
Maybe it is next
as
of
usual.
kin. Because like Ravensor is a particularly difficult case because that's a duke. That is high up.
Yeah,
And furthermore, it was
yeah.
after.
Either a brother or maybe a
Yeah.
son. Yeah. Or a trusted advisor who's like, this death is not correct, you know.
Yeah. Like, you know. Oh, I already have an idea, but we'll get to that. Like, we'll get to yeah. Either way,
Okay.
like let's say we're looking into Ravensor family in general, like kind of family clan type situation.
Mm-mm.
Um, I I'm thinking, yeah, brother, perhaps. Um, but like, okay, let's,
I see
yeah.
that happening.
So like, we go into this. Um, let's see. The Ravensor family is currently out on like a trip, like an important business trip, elsewhere in a different kingdom. Um, like, despite the guards that like, well, of course would, like, I mean, pop like big. This is not even just Duke anymore. This is like big family name, big family clan type situation, right? Like, despite
Mm-mm.
that, we able to get through because funky magic things. um, but like not without like effort from like Avalon herself. I mean, like, if like here's in my head, if she were in D&D, she'd be a rogue. um, but yeah,
Yeah.
like um she's not exactly getting her hands dirty in terms of like actually killing people, but she's definitely like been go like um sneaking around, like finding like different openings to go through. You're just dealing with the actual people, um if ever there may be like but she's got like the plan for it. um
Mm-mm.
we had since made it to the I'm trying to make this not like a like because it really sounds like this sounds like a situation where it's like haha, like roll investigation or some shit like that. Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I
I
was
don't
about
want
to
to.
bring out like my
No,
D20.
I don't
Like,
want to do that. That's not the game we're
no,
playing
we're not.
today.
They're good at
We're
their
really good
jobs.
at our jobs. Oh, you're good at
Yeah, they're like,
wait wait you're good at your job. Um, no, I'll wait for that. No, I'll wait for that.
oh no, I'm afraid. I know I definitely do see this sort of like I'm following your lead, but if like shit hits the fan, follow
Yeah,
my lead.
definitely,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? Like,
But
yeah,
like, I mean,
I see
I
that
don't know whether there
happening.
was already idea that like that Avalon was like this when y'all
Mm-mm.
first met. Like probably planted from there, but like she is
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly good at this. um
Morgana probably thinks it's hot. It's like, she's like, so the princess isn't so, she isn't so like she has to be competent in something. And like if she were a guy, she'd be like a warrior prince or a warrior king.
yeah, but like, well,
But
no, like,
she's a not to gender things or anything, but like in this
yeah.
world, it's not gender.
It's this
This
world.
world.
It's this world. Yeah, it's like yeah. It's
Caveat,
it's a it's
disclaimer.
a yeah. It's a thing where in like I mean, unfortunately, just like one just over the other, and like first of all, and second of all, it's like yeah, like
Yeah.
if like let's be real, if she were a guy, then she probably would have been like put into some army or some shit by now.
Mm-mm.
But she wasn't. She's
Yeah.
here. Uh,
Yeah.
so she's here, but like probably in her head, it's also like she could have, she could have, but she can do a lot more as queen.
I mean, like we based this off for anybody in chat. We did base this off of Merlin BBC.
I
The
personally
show
haven't seen it,
from
but it's also
Merlin.
like,
Like it's
yeah,
called Merlin
like
BBC.
Merlin BBC. I personally haven't seen it, but it's at the same time like I saw like I was given reference material for this, and I did thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, like Arthur, who is like Avalon's, parallel, is a warrior prince. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Avalon herself is competent in like this one, like subterfuge, which is like, let her be. God, she should be. She's
She should
queen.
be. Yeah. By now we like make
Yeah.
it to I don't know, like let's say Alan Ravensor, just because I need names now. This is like the brother of the Duke Ravensor that we have killed. Like because I find it funny in my head. What if his name what if the guy who's dead is like Duke Ravensor? Not only is it a title, it's also his name.
His name was they were so
They were
sure.
so sure.
They were so sure he was going to be Duke.
Credits to him,
They
he
were
got
like,
it.
his name's Duke. I mean, like, in fairness, he was. It's just that he was for a very short amount of time.
Mm.
He's Duke Ravensworth. That's so sad.
Oh god.
And his brother's name is, I know his name is Alan, but imagine if it was Earl.
I like no. I like Earl. I like
Earl
Earl Ravens.
Ravensworth. Duke Earl Ravensworth. So is he an Earl or is he a Duke? He is a Duke. But his name is Earl, yes.
Okay.
just to piss me just to piss people off.
Now, we're in the bedroom of Earl Ravensor. Uh, like right now, I mean, just pulling like, um, as per the scene, Avalon is hard at work. Like, when she gets to like remove the take off the crown, she does work. Like rifling through like different like drawers and everything, trying to find like um accounts, like records and everything. Um like she hasn't quite found anything yet, but like is going through like every single little document. Like it's sort of practiced in a way. Um just like over like very simply like back over to like Morgana as she's like looking. Will you find anything? Not pulling anything from this. There's probably something hidden somewhere.
Mm.
Whoa, I found like an odd. Ah, dear God.
Um,
I do not want to hear about Earl's sex life. Dear God. What is this paper?
why are you looking?
Not my phone dying where that was where the stream was. Oh no. Arnor.